Welcome, Gemini, and I am sorry for the lateness of this. We still have 8 days, though, so 7.5 days of August. So this reading is going to be for the rest of August. And like I said, I kind of got the other ones out a few days ago, but you know, I actually have a job and have to work. I had to work today, and I work tomorrow, but I still want to put these out there. Hey, you have to do what you got to do, right? So we are going to get a message for the rest of August for you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards first, and then we're going to pull some tarot. We're just going to see the frequency, the energy, maybe some people around you, what's going on, and some challenges and some advice. Okay, so remember that this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, and it's not going to resonate for everyone. All right, so just like everybody's tarot readings, they're not going to, these kind of tarot readings, unless you get a personal one done, it's not going to resonate exactly for you. And sometimes they don't even, you know, it depends. They pick up different energies. So we're going to call in the universe and spirit and ask them to bring the best message in for Gemini. Of course, the best message might not be the one you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? Let me go ahead and just push this over a little bit. All right. Okay. Let's get this message. Well, what's coming in from my Gemini friends? What's coming in? Let's see. We've had a mixture. Some of it's been just, you know, the energy of the sign. Some of it's been relationships. Some of it's been about work. Different things. So we're going to see what yours comes in. What's the best message for Gemini for the rest of August 2023, please? Universe and spirit. What's coming in for Gemini? Okay. So far, it might be leaning towards a relationship. We'll see. Doesn't have to be just from a couple oracles. Let's see what else is coming in. Okay, let me get the other oracle here. This is called the Nature Speaks Oracle. All right. What else is coming up? I'm kind of bummed. I was supposed to go to New York City tomorrow, but then things changed and now I'm going to be working. I'm really disappointed, but that's another whole topic. Okay. We're focusing on you. Okay, so we have intimacy, and the underlying is emotions. So like that's what I was saying. It might be something to do with a relationship here. We have perspective, and the underlying is the waterfall, which is effortless. And then we have this gardenia coming in with emotional protection for the underlying. And we have the clouds with signs and visions. Very interestingly enough, the Milky Way is kind of sky-like. You're an air sign. Clouds, air, right? Milky Way is hooking up with the cosmos. So I feel like, you know, the universe and spirit are here saying you are emotionally protected here, and pay attention to the signs and visions. But there's something they're asking you to see things in a different perspective. Okay, because, and you know, shifting that energy might seem challenging, but you are a very logical sign. You have a good way of communicating, and it should be effortless to you here. There's something to do with intimacy where you are focusing more on maybe past hurts or being hurt or something like that. This is asking you to tap into your emotions because you are more of a logical sign. They're saying you are going to be protected. Don't worry, you know, let your guard down a little bit, be a little vulnerable, tap into those emotions, because I feel like there's some kind of, you're trying to kind of block it, and it could be from some past hurts. So it could be kind of confusing you because you're trying to overthink things instead of feeling them. So let's go ahead and see what these tarot cards are coming up. So, you know, with the waterfall, like emotions, you know, waterfalls, and then Milky Way with the cosmos is kind of our higher self, spiritual. So I feel like there could be a battle here between your ego and your higher self, and it's something to do with a connection where you might be really feeling it, but you're kind of trying to run away from it in a way. I think it could feel good to you, but I think you're afraid of it here. Let's see what's coming up. And I do feel like it could be from some past hurts. But we are going to see more with the cards. Where does this lead to? Let's see. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles on the bottom. That's juggling a lot of things. And like I said, I really feel like you're going back and forth with this. And you do have that dual mentality with the twins. So I do feel that way. We have the Empress and she's reversed. This is about listening to our intuition, our creativity, right? Taking care of ourselves, self-care. It's reversed. So I really feel like you're not listening to your intuition here. We do have the King of Cups, which is all about mastering your emotions, but we also have it followed by the Page of Cups. So I feel like this is saying, you know, you need to step into, you know, mastering your emotions a little bit. Maybe they're getting all over the place, or you're avoiding them altogether, and more into this like Page of Cups, that new energy. You know, this could be an immature energy. So I really feel like you could be going back into more of a not knowing how to control your emotions. Whatever this relationship, I think it's scaring you, basically. I think there's something here that's scaring you, and you're either trying to avoid them or deny them. And, you know, if we do that, that's only going to create more havoc within us or with somebody else. So I feel like it's saying, you know, to trust your intuition and do some self-care here, because avoiding the situation isn't going to make it go away. All right? So I do feel like that. I feel like you're going back and forth. You know, one minute you might be, oh, I really love this person, this feels so good. And then wait. Nope, can't do that again. No, it's going to end quickly, or, you know, you're a little bit of that. And you are getting some signs and synchronicities here. Trust that. Pay attention to that. So if you are feeling like, you know, this is saying this is a good thing, but then your ego is telling you, no, 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 remember what happened last time. You got to, you know, you got to tap into that and get that under control. Okay? Because this is a new beginning and setting intentions for our emotional fulfillment. And, you know, it's saying you can master these emotions, but you have to trust that intuition, and you're not. It's like more of a fear-based, like, no, I'm not letting that happen again, or denial. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's see about whoever this person you're connected to emotionally. Let's see about them. See about this person that Gemini is having these feelings for, or beginning to have these feelings for. Let's see. Could be a Pisces, doesn't have to be. Could be a Virgo. Or it could be an Aquarius. Interesting enough. We do have the Five of Wands. It's reversed. They don't want to compete or fight with you or have any conflict. But I feel like they could be wondering about you, because it seems like you're kind of on again, off again, hot, cold, like that. Like I said, we do have this Moon card. So they could be a Pisces. This is somebody that's very sensitive, very intuitive. And they might not reveal everything to you. They might be kind of, you know, a little quiet, not as communicative of you. Like they might be a little more shy or closed off a little bit. But I do feel like they are very sensitive and they have a high intuition. Like they really trust their intuition really well. We do have this Star. So I feel like this person could be very healing to you. And that may make you a little not sure. You might not have never had that before. So it might be a little much for you. But this also too, I feel like is somebody that you've kind of always dreamed of here, and it could be an Aquarius. We do have the Fool card, so this is about taking a risk and starting a new journey. So I do feel like they want something here with you. And we do have the Hermit. So again, I feel like they are a little more quiet. They're not as, you know, talkative as you. So that might also be, you might be wondering about too, because maybe they don't express everything outright and hold things back. It could be a Virgo as well. Also, this could be the time frame because we are in Virgo season. Okay? Let's get one more on this person you're connected to. See, I feel like they went through some hard times too and breakups because they have the Tower reversed. So this could have been somebody that just got out of a relationship not too long ago, and that could be affecting how you feel too. Like, you know, starting to question things, make things up. Like, well, how come they ended that relationship? They must not be, you know, they must be have problems, because why would they break up? You know what I'm saying? And you could be also questioning, like, you know, that with their relationship before as well. We do have that Five of Wands on the bottom. So, again, I feel like they don't want to compete with you, but you might be trying to provoke them in some ways, like almost like a self-sabotage here, trying to find out stuff. But they're holding back. I don't think they're really engaging too much, but I do feel like with that Five of Wands on the bottom, your questions or your confrontation, or you questioning, like trying to call them out on whatever this relationship is, or whatever you're throwing, because I know sometimes Geminis can poke at people a little bit with no offense, but it could be getting to them a little bit. So you really need to figure something out here, because they could be walking away from this because they could get tired of it, because people can only take so much, right? I don't know how long you guys have been dating, but if you keep that attitude where you're going to keep poking at them or trying to make them irritated or keep questioning about their relationships or past, it could create some kind of problem here, because it does look like they've backed off a little bit. I do feel like they're already quiet anyway, but I feel like they might have backed off a little bit and not expressing as much, because I feel like maybe they did tell you that they just broke up with somebody, and now, with you trying to have that fear of relationships, you could be questioning them, doubting them about their relationships, or poking at them, and that might be stirring up something, like a little bit of a jealousy thing going on, and I think it's starting to bother them. I don't think it's too bad yet, but I feel like if it keeps up, it's going to be. All right, so let's go ahead and get some challenges. I mean, we've all been there, especially like I kind of feel like what happened, this person might have opened up like, hey, I just had a relationship. I'm just making an example. Had a 3-year relationship. We were really doing well, and then we broke up. And then, thinking they're trying to be open to you, which sometimes it's not a good idea to honestly tell people about your past right away. Not hide it, but sometimes it stirs up problems. So, and then all of a sudden, maybe your fear of, hey, this relationship's getting close. What if it doesn't work out? Because you've had breakups too. And then you start wondering, like, why did they break up with that person? I wonder if they still have feelings for him, or they act like they do, or stuff like that. And then it might be a little jealousy thing, or maybe you guys ran into their ex and you were there, something like that I'm getting. So let's go ahead and see what these challenges are. Nowadays, unless you're really young, everybody has past relationships. And that's why it's important to heal from those, so we're not dragging it in, because what that's going to do is you're just going to kind of bleed all over that person. Then they're going to go to the next person, and they're going to think, oh no, here we go again with this person. Nobody's ever over their ex. And believe me, I've seen that myself. They're not over their ex, and it's like, why are you in this relationship? Because all you talk about, or you bring up, or whatever is your ex. Or they act angry, and you can tell, like, they're not over their ex. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. This is like, holding back. Seven of Pentacles. That's planting seeds, though. Page of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy here. Material energy. And the Two of Wands. Okay. So, what's on the bottom? We do have the Emperor, so now we have an Aries coming in. Okay. This is about standing in our power, being empowered, right? So could be some challenge with that underlying. But I feel like what it is you may be trying to be in power and try to control this, because I do feel like there's this fear. I mean, I do feel like you connect with this person, and maybe even care about them, but there's this energy of like, maybe before you got cheated on or something, there's something still in you that's making you a little fearful that it's going to happen again. Like, I'm going to be cheated on again, or this person's going to ghost me, or some kind of fear with that. Even if you're not realizing it, it's in the back of your head, because there's a decision to be made here. There is saying planting seeds, so I do kind of feel like you do want more with this person, but I feel like in the same time, you're fearful of it. So you're holding yourself back, but then you're questioning them about their past. You're kind of trying to throw it on them. So like, see, I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to walk away. I knew they were going to cheat, whatever. So it's like that, like you're kind of setting it up unintentionally maybe, but still doing it. We do have the Page of Pentacles though, so this is like a new start in the material world. So it's like you're back and forth like that. I still again feel like it's those twin energy pulling you in one direction and then the other. So you need to get your focus straight and stick with one thing. you know, and if you notice that you're starting to veer off with that, get back on track. But you need to go within and really kind of figure out, is this something you want or are you not ready? Because it's not really fair to mess with this person if you aren't. Because I think they do want to continue, but they're kind of getting fed up with it. Because I feel like you're hot and cold, hot and cold. So let's get a couple more. So that's the challenge. You know, figuring out what you want, sticking to one thing, and then stop trying to provoke or sabotage something here. Yeah, so we have Five of Wands. That's that competition again. I almost feel like you're in competition with the ghost of their ex or something. Now we have the Page of Wands. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like different energy here. Now we have the King of Wands. So you need to be more in this King of Wands, knowing what you want, you know, and being passionate about it. Not wishy-washy, back and forth, not sure. You know what I mean? So we have the Page of Wands. So again, this is new beginnings. This is setting our intentions with our passions, right? So, you know, if this is something you're passionate about, we have the Two of Wands. You need to make a clear decision, not back and forth. Because this can be like, yeah, I want this. Oh, wait, no, I'm a little afraid of it. You know, back and forth. Because you're giving mixed signals here. And it looks like you're kind of closed off. So you're not really expressing what you feel or how you are. But you're kind of picking at this person about, oh, I know you're, you know, I know you're still hung up on your ex. Or, oh, why are you looking at your phone? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of that energy. It's like a competition here. It's like you're competing with a ghost. And I don't really feel like this person, some of them might be, but I really don't feel like they're still hung up on their ex, you know? I mean, we all have memories from our exes, but that doesn't mean we're still wanting to be with them, right? So, like I'm saying here, it's like you're going back and forth because there is some seeds of, you know, planting seeds here for harvest. So it's like 1 minute you're all in, and the next minute you're out, right? And we have 2 pages. So there's like energy of wanting to start something here. So the Page of Pentacles is something in the material world, you know? All right. Very interesting. All right. So let's go ahead. Where's my other cards? Where's my other cards? Okay, here. Advice. I'm going to do advice twice. Well, if it is, it's meant to be because it popped in my head. So let's see what you need to do. There you are. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Chariot on the bottom, which is a Cancer now. You have a lot of cards here. So, here you are. This is you in your power, but it came out reversed. So, you're kind of not in your highest power here. And I feel like it's some kind of fear, like I said. We do have the Knight of Wands, but it's reversed. So the Knight of Wands is about taking action. And I feel, like I said, I don't think, it's like you're not all in. I think you want it, but it's kind of like you're not all in because you're doubting things. You're either doubting this person, you have a lot of trust issues here from something that happened to you in your past, and you haven't gotten over it quite yet, or you're sabotaging this. Okay? So we do have this Four of Cups. This is missed opportunities, turning our back on something. And then we have this Nine of Wands. So, what I feel like this is saying is you kind of got to fill your own cup and get yourself together. Master these emotions. Get yourself back in control. You know, take a look at how you're reacting and try to figure out, like, is this stemming from my past relationship or being hurt before? Have I not healed from it? And then, you know, it might be time to pull yourself back and just admit that you're not ready for a relationship. You know, because this is taking action and this is not. So I want you to figure this out. Like, you know, are you still needing to do some healing? Or are you dragging that baggage from your past hurts and heartbreak into this relationship where you're questioning everything they're doing, judging them for what your ex did? So it might be time to, if that's the answer, you're still hung up on that and you haven't gotten over it, you haven't forgiven, you haven't healed, you're still carrying that weight from that pain, it might be time to step back and not pursue this anymore for a while until you get yourself together. the universe and spirit are saying, yes, we know you went through a lot, but you gained a lot of lessons. You've made it. And honestly, people get moved out of our way when they're not aligned with us best, So it's not taking it as personally. And I know that's hard to do, but it was that if they did something to you, that's their issue they have. So you can't drag that baggage with you. Okay. I know it's hard because this is saying, not accepting that. So even though you might have your foot halfway in and think, I really like this person, I don't want to lose them, but then you're still thinking I don't know, I'm really afraid of relationships, they're going to hurt me. What are they doing? Are they still hooked on their ex? It might be time to step back and work on you a little bit and gain your power back. Okay? It might not be time, because it looks like this card too can be a relationship that's gone wrong. So instead of it letting it get way out of control and turn into a big competition or conflict, it might be time to take a break and step back from it. But do it the right way. Don't ghost. Just say, you need a little more time or whatever. Okay? So let's get a couple more. This could have something that could have started in July too. Or it could be a Cancer. Cancer card, the Chariot is actually about our willpower and determination and moving forward. But things have to be balanced and focused. And I feel like there's something off balance here. All right. Just because we're bored or lonely, we can't drag people down that path when we aren't even, we're missing a wheel. You know what I'm saying? we gotta look at the whole situation and take responsibility for that. Okay. And I say, yeah, this is defensive. So I feel like this is that energy. They're saying you're a little too defensive. There's something you got to work through here. Okay. And there's that moon reversed. You're not trusting your intuition either. And you're afraid of the unknown. We never know what's going to happen to us. If we knew everything, it would be so easy. We'd find the love of our life right away because we knew what was going to happen, right? That's not how it works. So you're going to have to get over that and be able to trust, If if you trusted your intuition before, but you didn't pay attention to the red flags, and then somebody cheated on you or ghosted you or dumped you or whatever they did, you got to get over that. Sometimes, unfortunately, that's part of life, right? But that makes us appreciate the person that is there, all in and good. But I do feel like there's some sabotage here coming up with that. And I feel like it's because you're unsure, you're not trusting your intuition, you're afraid of what happened to you, like you're comparing it from your past, whatever. But that's what I'm feeling with this energy. So let's just take a look at all the bottom cards. We already got this one, the moon reversed, where you're all in your fears, you're not trusting your intuition, you're still submerged in that pain or heartbreak. Okay, so let's see what else of these oracles. So we have summer, bring it to fruition. We have wolf with instinct, again, trusting your intuition. We already had emotions in that. So we do have purpose, so it might be time to focus on your purpose or figure out the purpose of what all this mess is, why you're still holding on to it. We have the Three of Wands reversed. So I feel like right now this might need to take a break. This relationship might need to take a hold until a little bit more healing's done and figuring out what's the best course or what's next, or if this is something you even want. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant. This is our belief system. So again, you're tapping into what we believe, why things affect us, different things like that. And what else do we have? We got one more card over here, two more cards. The Knight of Pentacles, or here's the other option, take it slow, right? But I don't know if you guys have had this, but a lot of people have. If we know we're not ready, what was I going to say? Shoot. If we know we're triggered or not ready, I don't even know what I was going to say now. I was going to say something about when we're in a connection. Sometimes if we know we're not quite healed, it might be best to take it slow, maybe not rush into it as much, but definitely don't lead somebody on if you're not ready, okay? Because we've all been in those situations where we've been with somebody and You know, they might move too fast and then they get scared and they back off, or they disappear, or they cheat because they're other fears. And you got to put yourself in that situation. You wouldn't want that to happen to you, right? So if you're not ready, it might be best to either take it really slow and explain this to this person, or to walk away, you know, before telling them. Tell them it's not the right time, maybe a later time. But, you know, of course, a lot of people are afraid we're going to lose somebody, so we drag them along, and we don't want to tell them, like, hey, I need more time, because they might be dating somebody else, and, you know, it's a whole big mess. So it might be best for you to step away, and if it's meant to be, it comes back around. And it might be time for you to fill your own cup for a little while, because we don't have anything to give to others if we don't fill our own cup, okay? So that is your message, Gemini. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.